I guess it was some kind of hurricane, tornado, rainstorm, whatever, man. I got a lot of family out that way, man. I just hope everybody's out there good.
Showing love to my city, man. I appreciate that, man. But yeah, man, it's, yeah, man, it was crazy, man, with that hurricane. I mean, all the power was off. So, we finally getting the power back. So, everything good.
Yeah, all right. Well, let's put some light on this right here, man. Let's go. What you got to ask me today, Mighty? What's good?
Hey, man, the first thing I want to ask you about is Ice Cube. He came out with a comment that went viral.
God.
He said that he feel like Diddy is being targeted. How you feel about him saying that?
My man, Ice Cube was saying if you read through the line what Ice Cube was saying, he was saying that all us or all of them has done the same shit Diddy been doing. And because he pissed somebody off, they targeted him. They're gonna make an example out of him. Whatever you do at this point in time, you understand, we gonna crush everything that you got to show the other people behind him. You don't come out and speak up or speak out on us. What Ice Cube was saying, brother, was that it ain't only Diddy. Picked on, targeted, that means there's other people that they know, but they just not gonna say anything about it. You understand? They're not gonna use them right now and put them up on a pedestal and knock them down like they doing Diddy. If Diddy hadn't done anything, if Diddy wasn't involved in anything, ain't nothing they could do to you. They could come at you, but if you got enough money like he had enough money, you understand? Whatever they say, the lies don't stand, bro. The truth stand.
I'm not lying. Oh, they beautiful. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Today, he's been indicted and will face justice in the Southern District of New York. Second, we are not done. This investigation is ongoing, and I encourage anyone with information about this case to come forward and to do it quickly.
With prosecutor Christy Slavic saying during a November 22nd court hearing, he is paying his way out of custody and continues to flout the rules. He is a risk of flight, he's obstructing and trying to subvert the integrity of these proceedings. According to...
Did Diddy really adopt a young girl, or was it all just a publicity stunt? And why are people suddenly panicking about her well-being after his shocking arrest? Let's get into this wild turn in Diddy's ongoing story.
It looks like there could be another 30 alleged victims of P. Diddy. Lawyer Tony Busby has told the BBC's music correspondent Mark Savage that since he called for people to step forward, his firm have received close to 3,000 calls about Diddy. He says that they're still receiving calls every day. From these, he says there were about 150 that could be taken to court. He previously said he had been representing about 120 at a press conference in October. Many of the cases filed by Busby have kept the names of the alleged victims anonymous. Diddy's defense have asked for the names of the plaintiffs to be revealed, so that he can fully understand the allegations against him. Busby said it happens a lot. If the plaintiff is forced to reveal her or his identity, Mr. Combs hopes that they will quietly go away.
And back in 2020, Sean Diddy Combs introduced a young girl named Ava Baroni in an Instagram live claiming that he adopted her. In the video, Diddy said, "I adopted you because I felt that you could enjoy also having a black parent to take care of you and help you out." He even mentioned that he had permission from Ava's mother.
My name's Ava. I'm a Scorpio.
No. What's your last name?
Ava Combs.
What's your other last name?
Ava Baroni.
Ava Baroni Combs? Yes, it was breaking news. Diddy adopted a white child. I want you to tell them the story about how I adopted you. But you still have beautiful parents but you're my child also. But please tell the story.
So, I was on the streets, and then Papa Combs decided that he would like to be a caring man. So then he saw me and decided to pick me up. and said to come inside and play with his kids.
But hold on, was this even real? Turns out it wasn't. Reports quickly clarified that the so-called adoption was not legal, but rather part of a skit. Ava's biological parents were actually close friends of Diddy's late ex, Kim Porter, and they've always been the ones raising her. But with Diddy now facing serious allegations, including trafficking and racketeering, Ava's parents are reportedly distancing themselves from him to keep her safe.
First of all, about Misa Hilton's statement, all I have to say is cry me a river, you know. To say that this has anything to do with race when Bernie Madoff's entire family was decimated by his, grift and Ponzi scheme that he was running on the New York elite. His sons were raided as well in public.
And that's where the internet went crazy. Rumors started swirling that Ava had gone missing right after Diddy's arrest. But let's be clear, there is zero evidence to support that claim. Sources close to her family say she's fine. They just don't want her caught up in this media circus.
And, so there's venues involved, hotels involved. I think that there'll be individuals who had parties at their residences, people that you'll know, people that attended the parties that watched some of this behavior occur and stood by and let it happen. When it happened again and never said a word about it, and in fact, hushed it. There's a real culture of silence surrounding all of this. When I said that this was the most well-known secret in the industry, the general public didn't know it was happening, but I think many people within the entertainment industry were aware of some of the things that were going on, or had heard rumors, or had been in the presence of some of this conduct.
And then comes this twist when Ice Cube steps into the drama, claiming that he exposed Diddy's crimes and mistreatment of Ava.
Hey man, the first thing I want to ask you about is Ice Cube. He came out with a comment that went viral. God. He said that he feel like Diddy is being targeted. How you feel about him saying that?
My man, Ice Cube was saying what, if you read through the line what Ice Cube was saying, he was saying that all us or all of them has done the same shit Diddy been doing. And because he pissed somebody off, they targeted him. They're gonna make an example out of him. Whatever you do at this point in time, you understand, we gonna crush everything that you got to show the other people behind him. You don't come out and speak up or speak out on us.
It's cool. It's interesting because I'm still, here, and I still feel like I got so much to do.
Concerns about Ava's well-being resurfaced following Diddy's arrest on serious charges, including sex trafficking and racketeering conspiracy. Despite the previous clarification that Ava was never legally adopted by Diddy, the resurfaced video has led to renewed public interest and concern for her safety. As of now, there is no credible information indicating that Ava Baroni is missing. Her parents have taken steps to keep her away from the media spotlight, especially in light of Diddy's ongoing legal troubles.
I think, people are very polarized in all kind of ways. People are afraid to speak out because of the cancel culture that we have today. So I just think, people are afraid and they're running to their corners, In
a way, it is a cancer.
Regarding Ice Cube, there are no verified reports or credible sources indicating that he has made any public statements about Diddy's alleged crimes or mistreatment of Ava Baroni. The narrative suggesting that Ice Cube exposed Diddy or that Ava has gone missing appears to be unfounded and lacks support from reliable information.
What Ice Cube was saying, brother, was that it ain't only Diddy. Picked on, targeted. That means there's other people that they know, but they just not gonna say anything about it. You understand? They're not gonna use them right now and put them up on a pedestal and knock them down like they doing Diddy. If Diddy hadn't done anything, if Diddy wasn't involved in anything, ain't nothing they could do to you. They could come at you, but if you got enough money like he had enough money,
we all know we all know that this man is just trying to throw stuff to the wall and make it stick. We know that. Because he's desperate. You know, I said before in the video that, you know, by him trying to post bail all those times, you know, he thought one of them would stick. Like, okay, you know, it didn't work the first time, it should work the second time. It didn't work the second time, they're not gonna deny me 3 times. Yeah. He thought he would be out. I told you, these holidays, all these important days with dealing with his kids, all that stuff. He's missing all these things.
In a recent interview, Ice Cube reportedly dropped a bombshell, accusing Diddy of being involved in illegal activities and mistreating his adopted daughter, Ava Baroni. According to Ice Cube, Diddy has been exploiting Ava for years, using her as a pawn in his alleged schemes. But that's not all. Sources claim that Diddy's sons, Justin and Christian Combs, are also implicated in the alleged trafficking ring, with reports suggesting they played a role in recruiting and luring young women into these operations under the guise of the celebrity lifestyle.
Combs' sons Justin and Christian have faced their own legal issues, as they have both been named in lawsuits against their father. Justin Combs was named as a defendant in a lawsuit filed by Lil Rod, who alleged Combs' son was involved in his father's sex trafficking venture and solicited prostitutes, underage girls, and sex workers. The suit alleges Justin witnessed his father drugging and sexually assaulting a woman. There is even a picture in the lawsuit of Justin Combs allegedly with an underage girl. As for Christian Combs, he's accused of sexual assault in a suit filed back in April by a woman who worked as a crew member and bartender on a yacht leased by Combs. The woman, Grace Omar Kaig, alleges Christian pressured her to drink a shot of tequila, and shortly thereafter he assaulted her. She believed the tequila shot may have been laced with drugs. According to the suit, quote, plaintiff insisted she had to return to the pantry, but her pleas fell on deaf ears. Angered, defendant C. Combs forced plaintiff to take another shot. Plaintiff was already feeling the effect of the tequila shots and quickly suspected that the tequila was spiked. Mr. Jones has an audio recording of defendant C. Combs drugging and assaulting plaintiff, end quote. Both Christian and Justin Combs maintain their innocence and deny any wrongdoing.
But here's the twist. Ice Cube claims that Ava has been living in fear of Diddy and has been trying to escape his control for years. While these claims are unverified, they've sparked a firestorm of speculation online.
As time goes on, it seems as though he is experiencing more and more people coming forward. Basically, it feels like he's just in more and more trouble. So, you know, I was thinking about that and I'm wondering why now? We don't know what he's telling his kids. We don't know what his other supporters are saying, and we don't really know what they're thinking. So one of the things I was thinking about is, are they like desperate? Are they trying to do anything that they can to try to get him out of prison, at least while the charges are pending?
Some fans are praising Ice Cube for speaking the truth, while others are dismissing his claims as baseless and fueled by personal vendettas. So what's the truth? And why is Ice Cube speaking out now? Let's dig deeper.
Adopted kids and everybody else, adopted kids, Charlize Theron, everybody that's ever adopted Sandra Bullock. I adopted you because I felt that you could, you know, enjoy also having a black parent to take care of you and help you out. So just clarify, because it's crazy out here online.
Now let's talk about the backstory of Diddy and Ava's relationship. To understand Ice Cube's allegations, we need to look at the history between Diddy and his adopted daughter, Ava Baroni. Ava, who was adopted by Diddy in 2016, has always been a mystery to the public, with very little known about her life. According to insiders, Ava has been living in Diddy's shadow for years, with rumors of tension and mistreatment dating back to her adoption. Some sources suggest that Diddy has been using Ava as a pawn in his alleged schemes, exploiting her for his own gain. But here's the thing, Ava has always been known for her quiet and reserved nature, with very little known about her personal life. Some insiders suggest that her disappearance is a desperate attempt to escape Diddy's control and start a new life. While these claims are unverified, they've added fuel to the fire. But how does Ice Cube fit into all of this? Let's find out.
People detained in handcuffs outside of the home. This home is believed to belong to Sean Diddy Combs, or P. Diddy.
More lawsuits are piling up against music mogul Sean Combs. Mostly known as Diddy, Combs has been hit with 2 more lawsuits, these filed in New York and California. This time, the self-proclaimed bad boy is being accused of sexual violence, intimidation, and coercion by 2 separate women in 2 different decades.
Just when you thought things couldn't get any crazier, Ice Cube has reportedly been gathering receipts on Diddy for years. And now, insiders claim he's handed over explosive evidence to federal investigators. But here's the real question: why now? And what's really going on behind the scenes?
Have you seen things that have shocked you?
Yeah, I have.
What kind of conduct, though, can you tell us about that you've heard from? As you hear these stories over and over again, what are you hearing?
I've kind of put it in 2 different buckets. One bucket is young people trying to break into the industry who are coerced, promised things, pressured, in some cases physically assaulted, and then threatened. In other cases, the allegation, which is probably the more common allegation, is, at some party, somebody reaches out, sees somebody on the street, or sees somebody in the hotel lobby, or sees somebody in the crowd at a show, and somebody from Mr. Combs' entourage reaches out to that person and invites them to an after party. In order to stay, it's told you must drink this drink, and then they can't remember anything, or their memory is hazy from thereafter, and they wake up the next morning injured, and there's drugs in their system. And so that's a pretty common allegation that's been made.
According to sources, Ice Cube has been collecting text messages, witness testimonies, and other damaging evidence against Diddy. And if that's true, this could be huge. We're talking about information that could completely destroy Diddy's career and reputation for good.
This is interesting because the way the prosecutors filed these charges against Sean Combs, there's not a lot of independent sexual assault claims, right? They've really focused it more on these freak-offs, these sexual performances, and the idea that the allegations are that he centered these sexual performances that were directed by Combs, that he would force people to be a part of them, he would transport people to be a part of them, he would drug people to engage in these freak-offs. And do you think that's strategic, that prosecutors are not saying, we know that he's facing a number of sexual assault lawsuits, or his son might be facing a sexual lawsuit?
Some believe this is part of a much bigger takedown. Diddy has been drowning in lawsuits, facing multiple allegations, and some say there are powerful people who want to see him fall. Is Ice Cube really exposing the truth, or is he just a pawn in a larger game? Some sources say Ice Cube's motivation isn't just about Diddy, but about protecting Ava from the chaos surrounding him. Could he be stepping in as a guardian figure, or is there more to the story than meets the eye?
I guess the feds are saying that he's used like 8 other inmates' phone privileges to make calls, and also when he was making those calls, he was 3-weighing people in, which is illegal as well.
Right.
So they're basically using this information
Try to take his phone privilege.
Well, take his phone privileges and also deny him bail, because he's trying to get out still.
Nah, that's the tactics they use, like you being. But nah, we just trying to get out to our people and talk to our people, and it's, you got somebody on the side you with, who will do that for you.
And let's be real, why would Ice Cube risk everything to go after Diddy? The music industry is filled with hidden alliances and rivalries. So what's the real story here? Is Ice Cube a hero, or is he part of a bigger scheme?
What we've been told by a former warden is he's a target. That's the fact of the matter, and that's why they have him in a solitary part of the jail, because they don't, he becomes a target because it's like what we've been told, it's like a badge of honor, that if you were able to inflict some violence on Diddy, that gets you score points with other inmates. So that's a situation that obviously the jail officials do not want to happen, so they're going out of the way to make sure that doesn't happen.
And now, let's talk about the fallout. Since Ice Cube's revelation went viral, the internet has erupted. Fans are split right down the middle, some demanding justice for Ava, others defending Diddy, and calling this a targeted takedown.
As far as the reaction, I already believe that people are looking closely at their own social media, scrubbing their social media, probably looking at their data on their phones, likely searching their memories. I bet there are a lot of very nervous people who know things that will eventually be part of the public sphere.
On one side, people are rallying behind Ava, saying she needs protection from the chaos surrounding Diddy. On the other hand, die-hard Diddy supporters argue that he's being set up and that Hollywood has a long history of bringing down powerful black men. But here's the problem. Diddy was already drowning in legal trouble, and this new revelation only adds fuel to the fire. With multiple lawsuits and disturbing allegations already stacking up, this could be the final nail in the coffin for his career.
These are the things that happen in these type of cases. Sometimes in the beginning, family members, they sort of stay back because they're told not to say anything. I don't know if Diddy's lawyers had said to them, this is the time that we need and want you to start being more open in the public. There's just so many things that we don't know.
And now the media frenzy has kicked into high gear. Every outlet is covering this bombshell story. But is the truth being twisted? Headlines like Ice Cube exposes Diddy and Ava Baroni goes missing are spreading like wildfire. But how much of this is fact and how much is just media hype? This brings us to the bigger picture. Hollywood has always been obsessed with power, fame, and control. And we've seen this before. A-list stars caught in scandals, industry secrets being exposed, and powerful figures silenced when they step out of line.
Can you tell me now, is there evidence against any major celebrities that you have, and is there anyone that you can name at this moment?
I'm not going to name anybody right now, but I do have evidence.
Have you had a chance to actually see any videos or text messages or other kind of correspondence that kind of corroborate these stories?
All of the above, yes. And not for all 120 clients. I asked for corroboration. What texts, video, pictures, give me dates, venues, give me witnesses. And we do that, we go through that process. And that's what we're doing.
Diddy has always been a larger-than-life figure, dominating music, business, and culture. But now, his empire is shaking. And if Ice Cube's claims hold any weight, his legacy could be completely destroyed. But let's be real, Diddy isn't the only powerful figure caught up in Hollywood's dark side. We've seen this cycle before, where the industry builds someone up, only to tear them down. Is this just another case of Hollywood cannibalizing its own, or is this a long overdue reckoning?
If you read the defendant's motion papers, it presents a very narrow view of the evidence that's alleged in the indictment. In fact, it talks mostly about male escorts and inviting them into the very intimacies of his own marriage. Count 3 actually alleges sex trafficking involving 3 female victims in addition to the male escorts. So I believe there's a great disparity in the characterization of the case just within the motion they're filing and the indictment as it's filed. Now, it is true that the Manhack does have a racial history. It was used many years ago to target African Americans who were engaging in what might be called immoral conduct, according to the Times. But that statute was amended several times. It removed the immoral purposes and it removed some other language and now restricts application of the statute to conduct involving trafficking and transportation related to criminal conduct. So the only way the statute can be charged now is if it's alleged that somebody committed a crime. And again, I think the indictment alleges more conduct than what is addressed in the defense motion.
But with all the wild allegations piling up against Diddy, it's no surprise that people are questioning everything about his past. So what do you think? Was this just an innocent misunderstanding, or is there something darker going on behind the scenes? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear from you.
That US rapper Jay-Z, real name Sean Carter, has been mentioned in a US civil suit that alleges that he, alongside Sean Diddy Combs, drugged and raped a 13-year-old girl after the VMAs in 2000. Jay-Z has dismissed the legal action as a blackmail attempt, and Diddy has denied the new accusations.
Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button if you want more deep dives into Hollywood's biggest scandals, and don't forget to subscribe for the latest tea. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.